as I said in my opening, Israel is politically deadlocked. This seems to me a sort of action by Netanyahu to change the conversation, as some of the analysts are pointing at. Is that correct? Do you get the same sense?
Yes, definitely. We think that this escalation that has been going on for 48 hours on the Gaza Strip and has resulted in more than 34 martyred and more than 111 people injured. This is a kind of a bonus point for, or what Netanyahu considers as a bonus point for him, since he has failed in forming his government. And it seems that politically they're going towards a new third election. So this was a kind of way for him to get more of people who are supporting him, so that he can attempt for him to form a new government. It definitely is. He found that the Gaza Strip is just a sacrifice that he can sacrifice with in order to get more points for him in the Israeli government.
Okay, so it seems to me that he is actually forcing Benny Gantz's hand, because Gantz was, as you know, the former chief of the Israeli Defense Forces. So he also at one of the other functions, for instance, he said to Benny Gantz that, if you go and if you link up with the Arab parties, the joint list parties, then it will be a slap on the face of the IDF soldiers that you and I, as he put it, sent into Gaza. So he's forcing Gantz's hand, and I think Gantz is falling for that.
Yes, but at the same time, Netanyahu's position now has become very weak in Israel. He is in a problem that he seems not to be able to get rid of or to win out of. So he found that the only way that he can do now is an escalation, especially that there are no understandings for returning the Israeli soldiers, as he claims, with Hamas yet. So he needed something to support his position in Israel, since everyone is turning around him. And this was his only way, this escalation towards Gaza Strip and the assassination of one of the Islamic Jihad leaders, which is considered one of the very important aspects of fighting Gaza in the Israeli community and government.
But Ms. Al-Sayed, give me a sense of how this will redound to Netanyahu's advantage in the long run, because the charges are not going to go away. The pre-trial hearings are happening. He still does not have enough headcount to put a government together. So how is this going to play out?
He is only betting on the supporting of the audience, the population, the civilians of Israel, to support him, after he knows that he has fallen so much, he has fallen deeply in front of the Israeli audience themselves. So he does not have the civilians' support, the Israeli civilian support anymore. And he knows that attacking Gaza Strip and assassinating a leader of Islamic Jihad or Hamas or any of the Palestinian resistance gives him a bonus point with in the street, in the Israeli street.
So when you say that it gets bonus points on the street, are you saying that he has his eyes set on, for instance, if he can't form the government, if Gantz can't form the government, then Israel gets plunged into a third round of elections? So he's banking on the street for that third round?
He is definitely backing on or betting on having a third role of elections, and that he would have more audiences supporting him by the time he gets to this third round of elections. This is exactly what Netanyahu is betting on. He does not care if he takes Israel to a third round of elections. It is the only way that he is going to keep his place and position as a minister of of Israel.
Okay,